Morning, dear students. How are you all? Hope that you all are good. Okay, so let's start today's GK class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about a very important topic of our life. Okay, which is time. Time is very precious for all of us because time once lost is gone forever. It never comes back. Okay, so we all should know about that and the importance of time. Okay, we all should uh, understand the use of time, the value of time. Okay, so means do you ever find yourself in a situation where you feel that you had more time to spend doing the things that you really want to do, and sometimes you may feel that you don't have enough time to do these things, you know? So whenever you think about time, actually you are thinking about time management, because in each and every day of our life, we do time management. We manage the time for reaching school at time. You manage the time. You wake up early. You take breakfast on time. You, because you have to pick the bus, because you have to reach school on time, right? So you do all the things fastly. And if you want to complete your homework, if you want to go for playing, so you complete your work accordingly. You manage the time ki, okay, I want to go for playing at 5 o'clock, so before 5 you finish your homework. Okay, and some homework you finish before, and some you think ki, okay, when I will come after playing, then I will finish that remaining work. So this is called the time management. Okay, so in order to use the time well, here are some tips given on this page number 60, that which will help you to manage your time. The proper there is a proper way of managing the time. It should not be like that key sometime you are doing the thing at different time, and on the next day you are doing the same thing with different time, on different time. Okay, so there are some tips, like first is find out where you are wasting your time. Yes, it is very important. First of all, you need to understand that where you are wasting your time. Okay, you have to find those activities which can waste your time. Okay, you have to make a proper timetable for doing the things. Second point that you should keep in your mind is plan your study time. It is very important for the students to schedule your timetable for study. Okay, like in school you have timetable, like on this day this subject will run, and on second day same timetable you should prepare at your home also. Okay, and your friends and family members, they must be aware about your timetable, so that they are not disturbing, they do not disturb you anymore. Okay, and third point that you can keep in your mind is maintain a steady planner. You should maintain a diary, okay, in which you can mark your upcoming exam and projects, and some activities also. Okay, where you have to give your time, so you can plan your study accordingly. Okay, and do it today. Fourth point is what you will be doing today. So just make a schedule that today which task or what uh, is your plan for today, what you are going to do today. Create a proper list of the things what you are going to do, which you want to do on that particular day. Okay, and plan your play time also, like planning study as well as planning the playing time is also very important, like study time. So keep at least an hour every day for playing. Okay, and just focus on playing some physical games, which include physical exercise and mental exercise also. And sixth point is keep your things in orderly manner, because most of the time that is wasted in searching the things. Okay, if you will keep all the things on proper in proper manner, if you will place each and everything on the proper place, then it will be easy to search, like your books, your stationery, your clothes, your uniform, each and everything. Okay, so it saves our time. Get up early is very important, because If you will wake up on time, then you can complete your work on time, otherwise things get disturbed in hurry burry. Okay, last point 8 is retrospect and introspect, which is related to analyze yourself and the things that you did on that day. At the last before sleeping, spend at least 10 minutes in thinking only that the list that you prepared for today's work had, did you completed all the work or not. If there is any work which is left, so plan it or shift it on the next day and manage the time again. Okay, okay, good. Next topic is, which is also very important for all of us, which is to value money. We all should value money. We all knows that money is an important part of our lives. We need money for fulfilling our requirements, our needs. Okay, so we need money for each and every purpose, and we should value money. Means nowadays I can observe that children are not understanding the value of money. They demand from their parents each and every day. They want something new, they want some new toys, they want new clothes, new this color or this and that. Every day they just demand with your parents ki I want this, I want that. So somewhere they are not understanding the value of money, because whatever the resource is, we all should use as much as we require, because there is no limit of there is no limit. You can spend more and more money on toys, you can spend more and more money on clothes, but there should be a limit. You should value money, because so for doing this, because in hard times, in tough times, it helps us. Okay, so some points that we should keep in our minds as students. You all can follow this to understand the value of money. Maintain a money bank. Okay, like you all must get pocket money from your parents. Okay, so what you can do, just make a money bank and store your pocket money in that. Okay, so in this way you can collect more money for future purpose. Like by collecting the money, you can buy some gifts for your parents. You can buy some gifts for a sister for Raksha Bandhan, you know, and you all can buy something big for yourself also. Okay, so just maintain a money bank and make a budget. You should make a budget, make a list of all the things that comes in the topmost priority. The things which are important, go with those things first. This will help you to spend your money in limits. Okay, the things which are necessary, keep them at the top. Third point is keeping receipts and other records wherever you are expending money. So just maintain a record what you have purchased, and just keep all the receipts of all the things, like the different types of bills, electricity bill and any other kind of bill, and just keep them safely. It will help you to calculate the amount that you have expended in a particular month, and accordingly you can plan uh, more things. Okay, and at the last we have some questions here which you have to solve yourself. In first one, we have one condition is given here. Imagine you want to buy a gift for your mother on Mother's Day, which costs rupees 6,000, and your pocket money is rupees 1,600. How much money will you save every month to get that gift in a year? So just calculate and tell me the answer. Second question is, underline 5 items that you would like to buy from the market given rupees 800 as pocket money. Calculate how much money you have spent and how much you have saved. List of items is given here: ice cream, chocolate, t-shirt, cap, snacks, sunglasses and stationery. Okay, so just make your budget. And in the last portion we have, if you get rupees 500 as allowance from your parents, how will you spend your money on the following things? How you will distribute rupees 500 in your eatables, stationery and toys. And second is, how much would you save at the end of the month? So just do all this calculation and tell me the answer fast. Okay, and this, see, it will be different. In the last one, the value will be different from each and every student, because it depends on you how much you want to spend on your eatables, on your stationery, on your toys, how much you want to spend, how much you want to save. Okay, so it should be your budget. Don't copy paste. Okay. Okay, and in the next page we have a very important topic again. We are discussing about very big topics. Okay, so this is about career, becoming a pilot. So those who wants to be pilot in future, so these points are going to help them. See, basically, we all have a motive in our. We all have an aim, a goal. We all have that we want to be this or that in future. So, who is a pilot? It is about a pilot. A pilot is a person who flies an airplane or helicopter carrying passengers or cargo. The job of a pilot is glamorous, exciting, and highly rewarding. At the same time, it is a job of great responsibility too, as the pilot is responsible for all the safety of his airplane and the passenger or goods and carriers, everything. Okay, so it's a very big job. And what subject must be good at in the school to become a pilot? So if you want to be a pilot, so what you should think first? Mathematics and physics are two subjects that are essential for learning the art of science of flying an airplane. So if you want to be a pilot, so just focus in maths and physics. I'm not saying that ignore all of the subject, but focus in these two. Also understand the concepts well, make your basics strong. So if you want to become a pilot, start taking interest in mathematics and science immediately. Okay, start doing that if you want to be a pilot. What course will I have to study to become a pilot? If anyone wants to be a pilot, so after completing the 10th, he should opt for the science stream in 12th. Okay, as in the first point we learned that maths and science is very important, so choose the science stream, and after finishing 12th, one can seek admission in an authorized pilot training institute. Okay, after 12th they can take admission in an authorized pilot training institute. And then, which institute should I go to for a pilot training? See, there are large number of institute in our country that are approved by DGCA. DGCA means Directorate General of Civil Aviation to conduct the training in this field. Some prominent pilot training institute in our countries are, see, some institute names are given here. You all can see Indira Gandhi Rashtriya Udan Academy, and second is the Bombay Flying Club, third is Gujarat Flying Club, fourth one is National Flying Training Institute, and fifth one is Government Aviation Training Institute, which is in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. First one is in Amethi, Uttar Pradesh. Bombay Flying Club is in Juhu, Mumbai, Maharashtra. Gujarat Flying Club is in Vadodara, Gujarat. And fourth, National Flying Training Institute, it's in Gondia, Maharashtra. And last one, Government Aviation Training Institute, it is in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Okay, so you have read about some very important topics, some very important things which we should consider. Okay, so I have explained, but read all the 3 pages yourself again, and do complete the questions given on page number 61. Okay, so that's all for today. See you in the next class. Bye bye. Take care of yourselves.